Okay, back on to Kook. Today, we're experiencing a moment that made the entire fandom's heart race, an event that happened so quickly, yet left ripples that never subsided. It all started at a major public event attended by many celebrities, including two names who always managed to steal the spotlight, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. The atmosphere was casual at first, with fans waving from a distance, cameras flashing, and the artists greeting with practiced smiles. But who knew that an unexpected, warm moment would shake everything? Among the crowd, a girl was seen breaking through the barrier, stepping with a boldness that stunned many. No one expected her to continue approaching until she was only a few steps away from Wang Yibo. The moment happened so quickly, but it was enough to make all eyes immediately turn to her. Even the bodyguards were slow to react, and that's when the world seemed to stop spinning. Wang Yibo, usually calm as water and always maintaining a professional distance, looked shocked. His expression wasn't one of anger, nor of fear, but of confusion, as if his brain needed a few extra seconds to process the scene before his eyes. His gaze met the girl's, and for some reason, it was that moment of eye contact that made the crowd erupt in cheers. There was something about that moment that made it so dramatic. The girl, her face flushed and her hands trembling, seemed to be trying to offer something, either a letter, a small gift, or perhaps just a little bit of courage she hadn't had time to think about. The guards finally reacted, trying to gently but quickly break things up. But before they could pull her away, Wang Yibo had already moved his hand, as if trying to calm the situation so as not to seem too harsh. But Yibo wasn't the only one who stole the show. At the side of the stage stood someone whose reaction would be the talk of the fandom for days. Xiao Zhan, with his usually calm and gentle charm, wore an expression that was hard to decipher. At a glance, he appeared to be holding his breath, his eyebrows slightly raised, and his lips pressed into a thin line. The expression was clearly more than just shock. There was surprise, there was shock, and perhaps something deeper. The camera pointed at Xiao Zhan captured that moment perfectly. Fans, of course, didn't miss it. Within minutes, video footage of his reaction spread across timelines, generating thousands of comments. Some found it funny, others found it dramatic, and still others felt the expression was like falling down in all too real shock. Amidst the small commotion, the girl who had approached Yibo was finally calmly led away. Wang Yibo nodded, as if trying to calm the fans in the area. He handled the situation calmly, calm in the way only someone accustomed to dealing with the unexpected can. But that calmness actually made the moment feel even more theatrical. Xiao Zhan then glanced at Yibo, a glance so quick that it didn't escape the fandom's scrutiny. Many speculated that he wanted to make sure his colleague was okay. Others saw the expression as one of curiosity, as if he were silently saying, "What the heck just happened?" After that incident, the stage returned to normal, but the energy in the air felt different. It was as if everyone in the venue was silently discussing the same thing. The audience was still whispering, wondering about the mysterious girl. Meanwhile, the camera continued to follow Yibo and Xiao Zhan's every move, capturing their expressions at an almost inhuman speed. Wang Yibo was seen rubbing his nose several times, a habit he has when feeling a little awkward, and it immediately sparked a flurry of hilarious comments from fans. Xiao Zhan, on the other hand, was more focused on his performance, but occasionally glanced back at the crowd, as if to ensure nothing unexpected would happen. What was interesting was how the two artists interacted after the moment passed. While they were backstage, cameras caught them having a brief conversation. It's unclear what was said, but Yibo's small gesture of patting Xiao Zhan's arm while laughing sheepishly was enough to make fans lose their composure. On social media, this moment was immediately dubbed the warm moment that changed the day. Many memes emerged, especially about Xiao Zhan's expression, which was deemed too honest to hide. Some fans even began to create dramatic theories about the two's reactions, further fueling the online frenzy. But beneath all the excitement, one thing was clear. This incident demonstrated the fragile boundary between celebrity and fan. One girl's courage to step forward, whether out of admiration or a spontaneous impulse, created a moment that will be remembered, at least until the next viral wave replaces it. Wang Yibo, with all his composure, had proven himself capable of handling unexpected events with grace. And Xiao Zhan, with his unconcealable expression, had added a dramatic touch that brought the moment to life. The fandom took their part, capturing every second, analyzing every reaction, and turning it into a minor legend in the entertainment world. Over time, the incident became part of the fandom's regular conversation. Every time a new event came out, no one could resist asking, "What else will happen dramatically today?" Because after this heartwarming moment, the standard for shock seemed to rise a notch. Many say that this is the allure of the entertainment world, something spontaneous, unexpected, yet capable of touching so many people's emotions at once. The courage of a girl, the gentle reaction of an artist, and the honest expression of her partner, all combined to create a story that won't be easily forgotten. And while it was only a brief moment, it created a huge wave in the hearts of fans. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan probably didn't expect that day to become such a hot topic, but that's how the world works. 1 second is enough to create thousands of stories. But who would have thought, after the event ended, the story wasn't truly over? As the artists began to leave the venue, several amateur cameras captured something interesting again. Wang Yibo was seen walking out calmly, but his gaze occasionally darted around the crowd as if searching for the girl. It wasn't out of anger or annoyance, but rather like someone still processing the unique event that had just befallen him. His eyes revealed a curiosity he hadn't had the chance to show on stage. Meanwhile, Xiao Zhan, walking a few steps behind him, seemed still slightly amused by the situation. She even covered her mouth, holding back a chuckle, when one of the staff members recounted the audience's reaction after the moment. There was a warmth in her expression, as if she acknowledged that such a spontaneous event, while surprising, was a small part of what made their day more colorful. When the two finally got into their cars, the fans were still chanting their names with undiminished enthusiasm. But one thing was clear: that night held something different. It was as if a new energy had been created, a fleeting memory that would be endlessly talked about, replayed, analyzed, and narrated by the millions of eyes who witnessed it, both in person and on screen. Ultimately, this moment wasn't just about a girl approaching her idol. It was about how humans react in unexpected, real-life situations, how sincerity, surprise, and warmth emerge spontaneously without a script. And as always, kook will continue to capture moments like this, bringing them back to you all, because it's these warm moments that keep the entertainment world alive.